Hi and welcome. We are here in the Austrian Airlines 777-200 cockpit for a flight to Malé. Flight number is OS for Austrian, Oscar Sierra 45. And the planned time en route today is some 8 hours and 30 minutes. I'm the captain on this flight. My name is Horst Weisbacher. There are two more colleagues here today in the cockpit. Here on my right side, Mr. Robert Schrauf, and the first officer here for this flight is Oswald Höglinger. Actually, if you sum it up, we have some 40,000 hours of flight already in commercial airline. So enjoy the flight, come with us to Malé, into the nice weather and to the nice islands. Departure briefing, please.
Bitteschön. We expect the departure out of runway 29, the Adama to Charlie according waypoints have checked up to 5,000. The highest MSA around is 5,000.
We have computed our performance already, so overweight landing back to Vienna is definitely okay and possible.
Austrian 45, start and push approved now.
Start and push approved, Austrian 45.
Park and brake released, you can start the pushback anytime.
Now we start the pushback and stand by please with the engine.
Standing by for the engine start.
Ground flight deck.
Go ahead.
Both engines clear.
Thanks. Sequence right left.
Right left and sequence clear to start.
Start right engine. Start left engine.
Left engine clear.
Engine start is completed, everything is fine up here. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
Ground equipment removed. Freeze and from the right hand side. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.
Thank you. Goodbye. Flaps have set. Checked.
1045, taxi via Echo, exit 24, holding point runway 29.
Echo exit 4, holding 29, Austrian 45.
Left side clear.
Right side is clear.
77 Lima Sierra, taxi to Whiskey 4 via Whiskey. Ethiopian 731, continue via Lima, exit 9er, and Mike, hold short of exit 7.
Taxi via Lima, exit 9er, Mike, hold short, exit 7, Ethiopian 731.
Schönen guten Abend, Austrian 307 Delta, request startup.
307 Delta, servo startup, Swiss 2 Alpha Kilo 300 degrees 19 knots, runway 29, clear for takeoff.
Runway 29, clear for takeoff, Swiss 2 Alpha Kilo.
Austrian 45, ready?
Affirm, Austrian 45.
45, plan to departing Swiss, line up 29 behind.
The departing Swiss, line up away, 29 behind, Austrian 45.
Austrian 45, 300 degrees 20 knots, runway 29, clear for takeoff.
Runway 29, clear for takeoff, Austrian 45.
Like 8 Whiskey, hello, behind the departing triple, line up runway 29 behind.
The rest set. 80 knots.
Checked hold.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Lux 8 Whiskey, after departure make a visual right turn heading 030 vectors to pivot.
After departure, right turn 030
Fast drive,
vectors.
Vienna speed.
Say again, 2 Cockpit Lux 8 Whiskey.
Lux Whiskey, after departure visual right turn heading 030 vectors to pivot.
Right 030 vectors to Buvuk Lux 8 Whiskey.
45 134 ciao.
24675, Austin 45, thank you, good night.
After 5.
Engine Austin 45, 2300, climbing 5000.
Austin 45, hello,
Flaps
camp
one.
number 230.
Camp number 230, Austin 45.
230 set, checked.
Austrian 31 Delta is shortcut available out of level 100.
Wien, schönen guten Abend, Austin 544, level 200, descending 180 into Oscar.
Austin 544, hello, Oscar correct, expect it Zulu 29, get pilot from Mike, in flight level 120.
Send flight level 120, get pilot from Mike, Austrian 544.
Ryanair 13 Bravo Whiskey, then left heading 320, descend 2600 feet, you clear the Zulu 29.
Left heading 320 and descend 2500 feet, clear for us, Ryanair 29 and 13 Bravo Whiskey. Mineral good night, Austrian 5 Echo Charlie, 2500 coming 5000.
Descend 5 Echo Charlie, hello, climb 8000 feet, free speed.
8000 free speed, Austrian 5 Echo Charlie.
Ryanair 6 Bravo Tango, you clear
One
Whiskey
0,000,
963, thereafter Whiskey 959.
Whiskey 963 and then 959, Ryanair 6 Bravo
102, now. Check.
Austin 45, direct Adama.
Direct to Adama, Austin 45, thank you.
45, contact pilot level 134475, goodbye.
34475, Austin 45, thank you, good night.
Direct Adama,
Good luck.
execute.
Good evening, Austin 45 Heavy 108, climbing 230.
Austrian 45, Bratislava, good number, contact.
Bratislava, hello, subject 778, go level 350, on course, head up.
Santurk 778, go Bratislava, hello, contact.
So our parking position was a Golf 36. We started with a pushback, tail face to the west. Then we got the taxi instruction to taxi via taxiway Echo to exit 24 and then over to holding point Alpha 1 for departure from runway 29er.
So after arriving at runway 29, of course, we got the clearance for takeoff. And after the takeoff on runway 29, we made a left turn and we flew along the Adama 2 Charlie departure route, which is depicted here. Means we made 2 left turns to join Slovakian airspace after a few minutes after departure. Actually, in the meantime, we are on our initial cruising altitude of 33,000 feet. That's around 10,000 meters. And what you can see now is the entire route for today's flight. The planned distance on this route is a little bit more than 4,000 nautical miles, so around 7,500 kilometers. If you check the route a little bit more and check the chart, you can see that the initial part will be to the southeast towards the Black Sea, which we have here. We just cut the corner of the Black Sea on our way to Turkey. This area is airspace of Turkey. From Turkey itself, we will join the airspace of Iraq. Actually, there's one corridor open for commercial flights in Iraq on the east side of the country, and we will cross the whole country on our way to cities like Kuwait, Dubai and Muscat in the Oman. And from there on, it's more or less a flight overhead sea. The next landmass on this side is already India. We will fly a more or less parallel course to the coastline of India, but doesn't look very far, but we are some 600 nautical miles away from India itself. And finally, sooner or later, we will arrive at Malé on the main island. It's beside the main island of the Maldives.
So this is the significant weather chart for our flight today. Here it shows us an area of turbulence, and here's an area with embedded occasional thunderstorms. The thunderstorms should be no problem because we are between flight level 310 and below. More of a concern for us is might be the turbulence, since we could encounter them between flight level 400 and 160. Right now, we're getting close to the waypoint of Bahia at the flight level 370. And as you can see, we are within the zone of turbulent air. And I don't know if we can see it outside. Sometimes the lightning of the thunderstorms, and you feel a little bump.
Yeah, hi everyone, my name is Oswald and I'm the pilot flying right now. Here in our long-range flight, we are normally 3 pilots in the cockpit. All 3 pilots are here during the takeoff and in about the first 30 minutes. And also on the last 30 minutes at the landing. At the time between, we can take our rest times. So I have been on the rest right now. I just came back to the cockpit. And I'm a relief pilot. Some company called it cruise captain. So I'm trained to sit also on the left-hand seat, on the captain's seat. And so the captain can leave the cockpit and take his rest time in the crew rest compartment. He will come back in about 2.5 hours. Then he takes the seat again. I will change over to the first officer seat. And Robert, our first officer, can leave the cockpit and will take his rest. Yeah, right now we are leaving the airspace of Iraq, coming up to the airspace of Kuwait. We can see the lights of Kuwait, just on our right-hand side, so we are nearly abeam.
Fuel center checked. So here you see the fuel in the center tank is empty. So I turn off the center tank pumps. Here. You see that both valves close.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, right now we are coming up overhead Dubai. So there should be a great view for the Dubai Palm. It is in Jumeirah. And you can see the palm right in front of us. And on the left side, it's Dubai downtown.
The fuel system supplies fuel to the engine's NTPU. The fuel is contained in a center tank and a left and a right main tank. Both main tanks, the left and right main tanks, can hold up to 29 tons of fuel, and the center tank can hold more than 79.3 tons of fuel, which means we can carry a total of 137.5 tons of fuel. The fuel cross-fit system enables fuel to be used to either engine from any fuel tank.
So we are now some 6 hours into the flight to Malé, and about 5 minutes ago we passed the border between airspace of Oman and we are now and airspace of Mumbai, and we have CBTC log on, so Mumbai knows that we are here. We also sent already a position report, and let me show you what our aircraft says on the progress page, so maybe you get some idea what we have here concerning information about the flight. When you look at the progress page, we have a few lines. First line says we are on the way to the waypoint Bolur. Distance to go is the next point, that's 164 nautical miles. We will be there overhead this point at time 0119 UTC, and the expected fuel overhead the point is 43.8 tons. The next line is exactly the same. It's the point after Bolur. We have another 200 nautical miles until our top of descent, so it's time to prepare the approach and the landing in Malé. For this, of course, I already checked the weather situation there, and we get these information via the internal communication system of the aircraft, and it says we have to expect northerly wind, northwesterly wind, just 5 knots, and some clouds, temperature of 29 degrees, and the QNH, the pressure is at 1009. With this, I make my performance calculation for the runway in Malé, which is about 3,000 meters long, and as we have a landing weight of about 209 tons today, we get some figures out of the calculations, especially what auto brake setting we will use and which amount of reverse we have to use for this runway.
Austrian 45 identified, maintain flight level 370, clear to Malé via Elbit, 1 Alpha arrival, expect RMB Zulu approach runway 36. Malé information, India, QNH 1009.
So we are now in contact with Malé, and we got the information that we may expect the arrival route Elbit 1 Alpha, that's an ANAF arrival, and the approach itself will be an RMP Zulu runway 36. Means we will fly along all the depicted waypoints of the arrival route, which we have already checked if they are correct in the FMS, and after that we join the final for runway 36 via the ANAF approach. That's the official RMP Zulu 36. We have LNAV, VNAV minimum of 300 feet above ground, and also the missed approach, of course, is on here. And for this, we make a approach briefing now. Cabin ready.
Cabin ready is checked. Drag required is checked.
Also checked.
Approaching 7,000.
Checked. Speed brake.
Checked.
Speed intervention. Flaps 1.
Speed checked.
Rising 4,000 at elevator, tango for takeoff. Approach, tango for Victor, leaving 4,500 feet, down London. Tango Victor, you continue with around advisory inbound traffic, tango for Juliet. That's India for Juliet, at your 1 o'clock.
$4,000 feet assured at Bangkok.
Yeah. Checked.
2,000 set.
Checked.
Flaps 5.
At your 1 o'clock and 11 miles at the moment, maintaining passing through the 3,500 feet. Survey traffic, looking out, tango for Charlie.
Approaching glide
45
path.
connect now, 118.1.
Also checked.
118.1, Austin 45, bye-bye, sir.
Bye.
Tower hello, Austin 45, coming established, IMP Zulu approach, runway 36.
Austrian 45, continue approach runway 36, surface wind 3107.
Roger, we continue, Austin 45.
300 set.
Checked.
Monitor, tango for Juliet, hold him back.
Wunderbar.
Tango for Juliet reported.
Reported.
Gear
Tango
down.
Juliet.
Flaps 20.
Fully ready.
602 Lara 30.
Flaps 25.
Vida 602, band 7000, clear takeoff 36, surface wind 3107.
Flaps 30.
And clear takeoff runway 36.
Austrian 45, surface wind 3107 knots, runway 36, left left.
Runway 36, we're clear to land, wind checked, Austrian 45.
Wind from the left, clear to land.
Signal links.
Autopilot disconnect.
500.
Flight director.
Checked.
Approaching minimums.
Checked.
Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50.
Vida 602, confirm the approach for
30.
band 7.
1197, thank you.
10.
Speed brakes up. Reverse as normal.
It's gonna be Tango 2.
Jawohl. Checked.
Tango for Juliet, left takeoff, northwest left turn into 3205.
Left takeoff, northwest left turn of Juliet.
Manual braking.
Checked. 60 knots.
Checked.
Auto brake.
Checked.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brakes up. Reverse as normal.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Speed flags up. It's gonna be Tango 2.
1,000. Approaching minimums. Minimums. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10. Approaching minimums. Minimums. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Speed flags up. Okay, reverse is normal. It's gonna be Tango 2. Check it. And braking. Check it. 6 knots. Check it. On brake. Check it. Eastern 45 is vacating Delta 2.
So finally we arrived in Mali. We are happy, smooth, nice landing, pretty good weather. And now we are going to the island. It's not far from here. We will see you guys latest tomorrow morning. Take care.